Let's get it started with the latest on Michael Bennett. TMZ obtained footage of a Las Vegas police officer detaining the Seahawks defensive end after last month's Mayweather-McGregor fight. Bennett wrote on Twitter that he was physically harassed by police and had a gun pointed at his head. The Las Vegas police held a press conference yesterday and said officers viewed Bennett as suspicious, and that's why he was handcuffed. He added Bennett was released after 10 minutes. Let's take a listen to Bennett and the police spokesman yesterday.
I can tell you, as I stand here today, I see no evidence of that. I see no evidence that race played any role in this incident. Due to Bennett's actions and the information the officers had at the time, they believed Bennett may have been involved in the shooting, and they gave chase. Bennett was placed into handcuffs and detained while officers determined whether or not he was involved in the original incident. It's also important for me to note to you, both of the officers involved in this incident in question are of Hispanic origin.
Obviously, I would hate to be up here through these circumstances, to happen to be up here talking about it. It's a traumatic experience for me, my family, and it sucks that the country that we live in now, sometimes you get profiled for the color of your skin, and it's a tough situation for me. I try to tell my daughters every single day that they matter and that, you know,
Thank you.
Shannon, after hearing all of that, has your view changed at all in the situation?
Absolutely not. What did you expect the police to say? This is what we know. We've seen police unions and the police departments have an officer be involved in something that we deem that's inappropriate or suspicious, and they will back them to the very end. That's what they do, Skip. They have each other's back. I am a little, maybe I'm not surprised. You notice, Skip, he had a body camera, but it wasn't turned on.
Good point.
This was cell phone video. The undersheriff also said he knew nothing about this until it was posted on social media. So you mean to tell me the two officers involved would not want to write a report that says we detained a black male, handcuffed him, set him into the back of the police car for a period of time?
Yep.
So guess what, Skip? If Michael Bennett doesn't say that, you don't hear this. Guess what, Skip? How many Michael Bennetts are there in the United States of America? So this goes on more than we ever thought. Also, Skip, but this is what's gonna get you, Skip. I gotta read this, Skip. I got to. Now, this is a statement from Roger Goodell. Michael Bennett represents the best of the NFL. He's a leader on his team and in his community. Kaepernick doesn't represent the best of the NFL. He wasn't a leader on his team or in his community. But Skip, this is the one you go like, whoa. He says, Michael has been raising deserved serious attention from all our leaders in every community. Skip. Colin Kaepernick been doing this since last year. He didn't even mention anything. Skip, I don't know if you know this, Joy. Do they know Michael Bennett is sitting during the national anthem? They didn't say anything about his gesture. Remember, I told you yesterday, and I've been saying it for the longest time, if you like the person, you'll like the cause they represent. If you do not, I don't care how noble the cause is, you're out. This is what he said about Colin Kaepernick last year. The NFL released a statement. Players are encouraged but not required to stand during the national anthem. Michael Bennett has been sitting the entire preseason talking about these very issues that Colin Kaepernick took a knee for and was talking about. But everybody was out on Cap because you see, Skip, he was a backup. And see, as a backup, he's trying to elicit sympathy. He's trying to make it a personal agenda. He's trying to make it about him. It's not about his community. It's not about the guy. It's not about the guy that's not named Michael Bennett that has a platform that can come out and issue a statement and hire a civil rights attorney. What about the guy in Cleveland See, we always willing to give the police the benefit of the doubt. Even after the DOJ came back with what they found in Ferguson, what they found in Baltimore, what they found in Chicago, still that's just isolated. Even though we know and it said it was systemic. You see, Skip, Cap and Michael Bennett are basically talking about the same thing, but so many people were out on Cap that they didn't care about the cause. This is the same cause. Skip, you hear this. I've heard people say, now that this has happened to Michael Bennett, we got to take it serious. Really? So it took you to see Michael Bennett, although we've seen all the videos of black unarmed suspects running away, getting shot in the back. The jury gets hung. We see the guy pull up on the scene. Tamir Rice is 12 years old, and within 2 seconds, he's gunned down. But he looked like he was like 16 or 17. So this is what it took. But Skip, if you won't believe what the video camera tells you, what happens when there's no video camera and it's one word against the officer's word? Who do you think they're going to believe? This is the issue that's been trying to be raised for the very, very long time.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes, you.
Does it matter to you at all that both of the officers in question here were Hispanic?
No, and I wrote that down. I said he threw Hispanic in there to let everybody know they're also minorities. So you can't possibly have racial profiling if the profiler is of Hispanic descent, which is a minority, and the profilee is an African American. So there's no possible way. But you notice what I said, Skip? I said it's the police and the killing of unarmed. I didn't say one specific. I didn't say it was black. I didn't say white. I said police because the police is a body. It's just not, only African Americans are police, or only whites are police, or only Asian or Hispanic.
Although every time I've brought it up on the show, I've said white police killing unarmed black, but just for the record.
Yeah.
So just,
But
so this doesn't change your view of this incident?
No,
whatsoever?
no, it does not. Because here, let me ask you a question, Skip. He said, okay, how did the profile go out? So what was it? He looked suspicious. What information they had? Okay, what information you have?
You want me to break it down, what I've read?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm curious about this, how both of you would see this. So this is, I'm not picking sides here, I'm just giving you the Las Vegas police version of these events. And again, we've had Michael Bennett on the show, and I have nothing but high regard for him and his credibility here. But this is their version of this event. They say that they got a call around 1:30 in the morning after the McGregor-Mayweather fight.
Correct.
That there was an active shooter in a nightclub in what's called the Cromwell Hotel and Casino, which is part of Caesar's Palace.
Correct.
And Michael confirmed certainly in what he posted yesterday that there was sort of panic and chaos and people are running from what they think are shots fired.
Okay.
But the police say that they sent a team of police to the Cromwell and that they had successfully cleared the entire casino, and then they were going to enter as a unit. This is, again, I'm not defending, I'm just giving their version of it. They're going to enter the casino as a unit and proceed into the nightclub looking for an active shooter. And in this case, they say as they go through the doors into the casino, which has been emptied, according to the police, one of the officers, you could hear on the other body camera, says, I think it's the officer in question here, whose body camera for some reason was not turned on, says there he is because they saw Michael Bennett crouching behind a gaming machine in what they say was a virtually empty casino.
Okay.
And the second that they say they see him, he sees them and gets up and flees out the south doors. And the two officers ahead decide to give chase because they don't know. That seems suspicious to them that he saw them and took off running.